Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight I'm going to be addressing a couple things. A lot of times there are plenty of people who like pop off in my comments and they like talking crap. And, I don't feel like I need to defend myself to those types of people. But when it comes to people accusing me of copying and things like that, I feel like it's important for me to, fill y'all in on my background. I don't really talk about my background and my journey throughout YouTube because it's really not that relevant. But when it comes to people trying to accuse me of like copying them or doing something just because it's popular and hopping on a bandwagon and things like that, and when I see like these bigger YouTubers feel some type of way, then I decided, it's important for me to speak to my originality when it comes to that, because I've not been a person to copy nobody. I do what's true to me, and I started my YouTube journey over 10 years ago before it was popular to be a YouTuber. So basically what happened is a YouTuber put this long comment in my comment thread, and they were calling out this one guy for like saying that they copied her, and then she was listing how, and then she didn't list anybody else by name, but I know she was taking a shot at me because she put it in my video. She was like, I'm gonna take legal action for everybody who is not giving me credit, everybody who's using colorism in their videos, and everybody who's copying me, and all you guys are using my works, and you're passing off my works as your own, and you're passing off my works as your thoughts, and all of this. And she said that she was the first person to talk about colorism and the discrimination against black women on YouTube, and she was like, I started this in 2015. Nobody was talking about this before 2015, and this wasn't a problem until I teamed up with Tommy Sotomayor. And when I teamed up with Tommy Sotomayor, who, by the way, I feel like is a self-hating black man, and he definitely hates black women. So for her to use that as a level of notoriety in this black movement was funny. But anyways, so she talks about how, she teamed up with Tommy Sotomayor, and how she teamed up with him in 2015. And until she teamed up with him, she posted a video in 2014, and then until she teamed up with him in 2015, that's when it became cool to talk about colorism and people started talking about it. First of all, my first video was a video where I called out Young Berg. That was my first video covering celebrity news and gossip. It garnered close to 14,000 views at the time. This video was posted July 22nd of 2008. So I'm going to go on over to that video. I'm going to show you clips of the video. Since I abandoned this channel, I forgot that I put this video on private. A lot of these videos that I posted on, they're private because they're kind of like embarrassing to me a little bit, because I feel like I looked a little crazy. So I kind of like put some of them on private.
You're tuned into Black Barbie TV. Hey, what's up? And now I'll be talking about the Chicago rapper Young Bitch. Oops. I mean, Young Berg.
Oh my God.
People.
It's so embarrassing, but okay, whatever. Go ahead.
We gotta come together and figure out a way that we can lower the level of bitch assness. In recent YouTube videos, he's been making statements about how he doesn't like dark butts. I mean, not dark butts. I mean, well, that's his term for what you would call a dark-skinned woman. I mean, it's kind of funny being that his mom's dark skinned, but that's like a whole nother story, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, he doesn't like dark butts, and apparently anybody who can't pass his pool test, according to him.
I'm kind of racist, like not even like that.
I did hear that. You owe her an apology. You don't like dark butts.
What? You know how like.
So I'm not gonna play it because I don't know now if they're going to like copyright me in the state of YouTube. I'm not gonna play the full clip, but it's on my other channel, which is called Neek LeClaire. And this channel I started and dedicated it to celebrity news and gossip 10 years ago. This is something that I myself did 10 years ago before it was something popular to do now that people realize that you can make money off of it. I did YouTube. I didn't even get paid to do it. I remember having to fill out a YouTube partnership application to try to be a YouTube partner to, you know, support me being able to express myself and me to talk about these news topics and everything like that. And I remember being denied countless and countless times. And at the time, I had to unfortunately support myself. And not unfortunately, it's just what it is. I had to support myself, so I couldn't do YouTube on a full-time basis. So I had to have a full-time job, and I did YouTube when I could do YouTube. But anyways, I'm going to finish the rest of my commentary on this particular video.
Brown gel to lay down her baby hair is not happening.
I mean, everybody has their preferences. Some people like tall women, short women, fat women, skinny women. I mean, but that's their preference. But it doesn't give you the right to diss the other just because that's not necessarily what you would go for. I mean, if you like light-skinned women, then that's fine. No problem. More power to you. But I mean, you don't have to diss us black sisters in the process. I just want to know what you think. What do you think about this bitch assness? What do you feel about Young Bird's comment about dark butts? Because I'm offended. You're tuned into Black Barbie TV.
So that was that video. But I'm going to continue to, you know, give y'all little pieces of my, you know, YouTube journey just for the people who feel like I'm copying people and for the people who feel away and feel like they're being copied. Not only that, so from her, you know, having this rant, like I said, I went on over to the other guy, his YouTube channel, because I never had heard of her. I never had heard of him. But within his comment thread, somebody whose name is recognizable to me, and I have been, you know, and I was conversing in the chat, and while I was conversing in the chat, and, you know, I was like holding dialogue with people in the chat, somebody who is very popular for specifically doing colorism entered into the chat. And, you know, people were like, oh, hey, such and such. And I'm not going to call out nobody's name or nothing like that. But I just noticed, I'm like, oh, there are other people who might feel away behind the things and might feel away behind my video. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to address everybody at once. So basically in the chat, you know, everybody's saying hi to this person. Everybody's talking to this person. And, you know, I'm saying hi as well. And I'm saying, you know, I don't understand, like, what's going on. And, you know, other people were saying the same things. And that person, every time I would comment, they would skip over my comment. And then they would, like, you know, reply to somebody else and things like that. So I was like, oh, so it's more people who are using this YouTube platform who feel away. And at that time, I took it as, and being that, you know, not even that person, I get compared to other people who also do commentary. So I decided that it was very important for me to come and let you guys know. My very, very first video covering the topic was calling out Young Berg on discriminating against dark-skinned women. Okay, so as you can see, that was some time ago. My first commentary video was on Berg, but my first rapping video was even before that. And before I started doing commentary, I was rapping. So I'm going to bring you guys all the way back to then bring you forward to present day. I'm going to play a little bit of my rap. You know, this is a little bit of a throwback. And then I'm going to continue to tell you guys my YouTube journey because I feel like, you know, y'all need to put some respect on my name. Okay. Anyways, so this is the rap video and I'm just going to play the beginning part of it. I'm not even going to play the whole thing. I'll probably do a reaction video to the whole thing maybe at a later date, but here it goes.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, aka Geek Neek, aka Freak Neek, whatever you shall want to call me. You can also catch me on myspace.com/freakneek, FREAKNIQUE. I just wanted to sign in and do a video of a song that I previously recorded about how girls are not the only ones who get emotionally attached. Sometimes it can be the guys, and when they see you not feeling them the way they think you're feeling them, they get a little salty or try to act a little brand new. And this is just my representation of a comeback of how us ladies sometimes might feel. Here goes.
Anyways, so then I get into my rap. So basically, this was my, you know, one of my first rap videos and things like that. From me posting this rap video online, an Italian producer liked the way I sounded. He liked my voice and took my vocals and created a song that was kind of like a techno song and everything like that. And it was popular internationally. I used to get so many comments and so many people telling me that, you know, my voice was popular. I had like the #1 song overseas, and how, you know, and it was just from that little part that I played right there. And I just got so much, you know, people hitting me up. And at that time, like, I was big on Twitter, and I would get like a lot of people hit me up on Twitter. A lot of people overseas started to, you know, post my voice, and people started to find out who I was. And after that happened, my email got hacked and my page got hacked, and I was locked out of access to this account shortly after I posted like a few more videos. And at that time, I was kind of shifting and going into modeling, and decided that I wanted to go into modeling. But then I also seen YouTube as a way of expression, and I also thought it was like cool to be like a VJ, and I used to watch MTV TRL, and I wanted to do that. Like, I always wanted to do that. I thought that I had the knack for it. I thought that I had the knack of talking, and I'm like, you know, I could do that. And at the time, the only YouTubers that I remember who were doing that was a YouTuber by the name of Philip DeFranco, who is still very popular today. The only other person that I could remember other than Philip DeFranco, who also covered like news topics, like celebrity trending topics, was B. Scott. And I decided to start a new YouTube channel, and I wanted to name it Black Barbie TV. And that's what I went by. I, you know, wanted to kind of quote unquote rebrand myself and start talking about topics. I'm going to show y'all a couple more videos, and these videos are so embarrassing. They're so embarrassing to me, but it is what it is. It is me. And this is something that was 10 years.
You're tuned into Black Barbie TV. Is it safe? Is it safe to take my hater blockers off? I said, is it safe? Is it safe to take my hater blockers off?
I'm not even about to play this video because no. Okay, so in September of 2008, I decided to do a video on Rick Ross. And this was when Rick Ross was called out for being a correctional officer and things like that.
Hey, what's up? You're tuned in to Black Barbie TV, and I want to address Mr. Ricky Ross. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been going on for a while, but now I just decided that it was a time to address the issue. I've never been in jail before. I don't know how correctional officers are in that sense, being behind bars, but I've heard stories from cousins who have been in jail, and for me, it don't seem like they're stand-up guys. I mean, it seems like they're crooked, just as crooked as the people that's behind bars. So for Rick Ross to deny the fact that he's a correctional officer is crazy to me. It's like, okay, how much evidence does somebody have to find about you before you finally say, okay, you got me, and confess? Like, come on now, you're caught red-handed. Like, my palms are regular, but I mean, yours are pretty red. So fess up. It's okay. It's okay. Like, you know, who's to say? You could have been a correctional officer serving weight. Like, you could have been serving to the inmates, or you could have been, you know, had your double life like most correctional officers probably do. So it's like, okay, the jig is up. And not only is evidence found that he was a correctional officer, he's been sending subliminal messages in his music.
Oh my God, that was too much.
You're tuned in.
So my first red carpet event that I went on was October 14th, 2008. And that's where I did my first quote unquote red carpet interview.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek from Black Barbie TV at Easy's Party with What You Need TV with Devon Promotions and Media Relations. I'm at Life on Wilshire. Okay, hi, I'm Neek with Black Barbie TV, and you've been in
American Gangster, Law and Order, and Coming to Lisa.
Okay, how was it working with Denzel?
It was a pleasure working with Mr. Denzel. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And you CSI is so crafty with how they solve the cases and stuff. How was
my first red carpet interview. I don't need to play the whole thing. And then I did a video when Obama became president. This video was also in 2008. So I wasn't consistently uploading every single week, but I uploaded videos on trendy topics throughout the entire year of 2008.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, aka Black Barbie. I'll be giving you the latest updates in hip hop. But before that,
Wait, what did I say 10 years ago? What did I say 10 years ago? Hold up.
I'll be giving you the latest updates in hip hop. But before that, I want to talk about our president-elect Barack Obama. Yay! We made history, people.
So that's that. I also did videos on popular YouTubers. So these were popular YouTubers. They had a bunch of YouTube videos where they did like rapping songs and things like that. And this was my commentary to their video. And this video was posted, let me see, November 18th, 2008.
Beyonce better watch out. A group out of New Jersey is coming at her hard with their version of Single Ladies, and they put a flip on it called Single Niggas, and they are talking about a guy's point of view of what they think a lady should do, and if you don't, somebody else will, basically. So if you don't take care of your man in that area, somebody else gonna come along, take care of your man in that area, and gonna take your man from you. So their version goes a little something like this.
I'm not going to play that one all the way because I got copyrighted for that.
I feel another pigeons and scrubs coming on. I don't know. You let me know what you think. It's getting kind of heated. I don't know. I was listening to it and I felt it getting a little heated. I felt they did their damn thing. I thought they did a damn good job. So you just let me know what you think. Subscribe. I have more videos coming soon. Stay tuned to Black Barbie TV, y'all.
And I produced numbers back then. I had 40,000 on this video. I had a video where I was talking about Cat Williams that also has a large amount of views. This video has almost 300,000 views, and this video was posted in January of 2009.
You're tuning to Black Barbie TV.
So, what did you hear? I heard I got knocked out in a club.
Dumb and retarded. You know what I mean?
What's up, Cat Williams? Thanks for following through, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Black Barbie, and I just want to touch bases on the whole Cat Williams incident on him getting slapped. Shout out to everybody in Detroit who's very ignorant, dumb, and retarded. You know what I mean? Like, it's 09. It's time to start doing something better with your time than dwelling on somebody who got socked. That's only like 5 foot, who knows.
So those are just a couple of the examples of commentary that I did. And again, this is something that I started over 10 years ago. Because I had a knack for talking and a knack for doing things, I decided to get out there and take my talents off of YouTube, and I decided to pursue them in person and through music videos and other ways like that. One of the things that the girl said, who claims that people are copying her, is that, you know, we're copying her and we're using her works to pass off our views on colorism as her own. Well, I want to say this first and foremost. I have been directly discriminated against because of my skin tone, and I don't need your accounts of what you faced to validate my accounts of what I faced, being that colorism is something that affects the Black community as a whole, and it's not something that just one dark-skinned individual faces. It's it's something that many of us face. I don't need to, and basically I'm saying this to say, because she said that we need to give her credit. I'm not going to give you credit for my experiences and being able to talk on things that I experienced. If I decide to make a full video talking about how I was casted in a Flo Rida music video and how the casting director thought that I was beautiful and wanted to feature me in the music video, and me sitting down and the scene was set up before Flo Rida came out, me being positioned to sit next to Flo Rida, and you know, it was supposed to be me, Flo Rida, another girl, and then his entourage was kind of like in the background. I don't need to use your work to reflect on things that happened to me. I specifically remember Flo Rida coming out, looking at me, sitting down, looking directly at me, looking around the scene, and there was Hispanic girls placed other areas, other scene, but they weren't like in the forefront of the video. So he got up, he went to the casting director, and he told the casting director to replace me out of the shot. The casting director then came to me and told me that, you know, that he needed to move me out of the frame, and he put me in a place where I wasn't really gonna be seen. I don't need to copy your work to talk about things that I've experienced to know that there is a problem with men favoring other women other than dark-skinned women, because they're things that I experienced firsthand myself. I don't have to talk about, you know, being picked on in school when I talk about colorism every single video. I don't have to do that. I don't have to talk about, you know, things that happen to me in every single video in order to give awareness to a certain situation that I see there is a problem on it. Within this whole fiasco, she had posted this long message on my YouTube video, and she was saying how she was going to start suing people, how we need to give her credit, and how, you know, all of this and this and that. So from that, I clicked on her page, and when I clicked on her page, I seen that she was going live. And then when I seen that she was going live, I seen that one of the people that she was accusing of copying her, and of course, being that she put it in my video also, this whole rant about how she's going to be suing people, I guess I guess she's letting me, putting me on notice, you know, as well. And so I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, like, wait, what's going on? Like, what's happening? I don't know who this woman is. I never heard of her a day in my life. Never, ever, ever heard of this woman. And she was just talking about how she started dark-skinned activists in 1998, and how she's going to get credit, and how she's going to sue people, and how something legally is going to happen. And I'm just like, first of all, colorism didn't start with you in 1998. And she was like, how people didn't start talking about it until it became popular. In 1998, I was 11 years old, being picked on for being dark-skinned. So unfortunately, at 11 years old, I didn't have the platform or social media to speak out against dark skin discrimination. And what it really is, the technical word for it is colorism. I was 11 years old. So to think that I need to give you credit because you talked about it, because I'm assuming if you talked about it in 1998, you're much older than me. So to give you credit for talking about something that I feel like there is a multiple amount of people who have been talking about this same situation, to me is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. I walk in my own path. I do things because I do them. And a lot of times when some of the people are just now doing things and you guys think that it's so cool because it's trendy now, a lot of the things is things that I've been doing. But I don't come on here to kind of like be like, oh yeah, I've been doing this and I've been doing that, because it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I have rebranded myself time and time again, and I don't need to talk about things that I've done in the past to validate who I am as a person now. And when it comes to the topic of colorism, any platform that I have had since I started being on social media, I have always talked out about the discrimination that Black dark-skinned women face in the Black community. So if I have a platform that I now have 50,000 subscribers and I want to call out certain things and I want to bring awareness to a topic that I've directly been affected by, and I've directly had discrimination against myself, and I can directly relate and I can speak out against it, and it has nothing to do with you, because this is something that not only you but several of our fellow dark-skinned, young, impressionable, and very, very much affected by this issue young women are facing, I'm going to talk about it. And I feel like as many people who have a platform, they should talk about it. And I don't feel like it's limited to a certain person. And just because you talked about it in 1998 does not make me less credible in being able to talk about it. And just because you talked about it in 1998, I'm not going to give you credit for something that you didn't start. You didn't start the term colorism. You didn't even start, you weren't even the first person to talk about it. There was movies about this a long time ago. There was a School Days movie about colorism. You said that you started talking about it in 2015. Well, why can I go on YouTube and type in Oprah light skin versus dark skin, and she has videos. Oprah has videos dating all the way back to 2013 covering this topic of light skin, dark skin. Tyra Banks has videos dating all the way back, I believe, even 7 years ago, talking about this light skin versus dark skin topic. So you, in fact, were not the first person to talk about this on YouTube, and you will not get credit for talking about something that has been an issue within the Black community for a very long time. You did not even, this is something that was imposed with Willie Lynch syndrome. This was something that was imposed in the Black community that dates all the way back to slavery, and this is an issue that's been going on since the test of time, and this is something that has been conditioned in the minds of Black people since slavery days. You do not get credit for talking about that, because you're not the first person to talk about it, and you won't be the last person to talk about it. And until several other people like myself included use your platforms to speak out against it, it will continue to be a problem in the Black community, and you will not get credit for something like that. Nobody has to study you to talk about situations that they directly were affected by and directly have accounts of discrimination based on their skin tone. You won't get credit for that. You won't get credit for being the originator. Now, you said that you have books, which is great. That's great that you're informing the youth, but I'm not going to give you credit for my experiences and me reflecting on things that happened to me. I don't need to watch and study you. I never even heard of you, and I never even heard of so many other people, because I do me, you know? And I mean, I'm gonna just leave this video at that. I feel like, you know, because I don't boast about some of the successes and some of the wins, and some of the successes that I have are held under non-disclosure agreements. I don't talk about those things. That does not mean that I'm any less credible in talking about anything. That does not mean that I'm not directly affected by certain things. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge, and I have a lot of knowledge to share. Sometimes I get on here, I'm a goofy person when I want to be, and I'm a serious person when I want to be, and my channel is not going to be one-sided reflection of one part of me. My channel is going to reflect all sides of me. I have times when I'm goofy. I like to crack jokes. I like to pop shit. I like to be serious sometimes. My channel is going to be a reflection of all of those things, and I'm not going to be pigeonholed into one thing, and I'm not going to be made like I'm copying people for something that I started doing 10 years ago. So, yeah, I just wanted to put some of that out there. I'm tired of the narrative that I'm copying people. I'm tired of people feeling like only one person can talk about it. I'm tired of the crabs in the barrel mentality of Black YouTubers. There is a lot of money out here, and we can all eat. When it comes to the white YouTubers and the YouTubers who are not Black, they click up. They all bring each other up. It's several of them all at 1 million subs because they team up and they bring each other up. When it comes to Black YouTubers, you know, we don't bring each other up. We think about self. We think about, you know, how can I get ahead? That's why I use my platform to shout out the people who support me. I don't mind using my platform and letting, you know, my subscribers come onto my platform and speak. And I don't mind, you know, giving advice when people ask me advice. It's not a secret, because as many people can win off of the information that I know, the better. The more people that can influence the youth to know that they are beautiful and not to feel insecure because of their skin tone, the better. And I'm not going to stop doing what I've been doing for over 10 years, and something that I stopped doing. And I'm not going to give you credit when this is something that I did before it was cool to do. This is something that I did before it was trendy to do. And I'm going to just leave it at that. There's a lot of experiences that I have. There's a lot of things that, I mean, and I should start doing story times because I feel like I have a lot of information aside from giving my opinion on celebrity news and gossip. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, but yeah. Like Birdman said, put some respect on my name. Like, I really want y'all to put some respect on my name. And I really don't appreciate it. I really don't. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't like, and I'm not going to front. Like, I don't like being compared to people. I don't, and the reason why you guys compare me to those people is because I don't talk about my background and how long I've been doing this. I don't talk about that to you guys because it's not relevant. It's never been relevant. The only time and the only reason why I'm speaking on it and I'm making it relevant is because I'm constantly being accused of copying people for something that I started doing 10 years ago. And I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. And I just, yeah, I don't appreciate it. So, yeah, that's all for this video. I'm going to continue doing what I do. Y'all continue doing what y'all do. And it's enough money out here for us all to eat. There are so many people on YouTube that we can all have a platform and win. Like, there are so many people in this world. And for you to feel like, you know, I'm gaining a few, you know, views and things like that, that takes away from your views. Do you know how many people are successful on YouTube that I never even heard of? Because it is so many people in this world and there's enough, you know, content to go around. I didn't hear about, and I'm going to just talk about the white side of YouTube for a second before I totally end this. I didn't hear about Shane Dawson and Tana, who held that TanaCon event until the Shane Dawson guy did a video, and he did it like a documentary series talking about what happened with the whole TanaCon situation. And this, I think Shane had like 8 million subs and she had like 3 million subs, and very successful people on YouTube that I had never ever heard of. And I do YouTube. I say that to say it's enough content to go around. It's enough people around to view things and for us all to win. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's all I gotta say. Peace.